Hi and welcome to this presentation. This presentation is about how we provisioned 4,000 scalable remote SUSE Linux desktop to 300 browsers for a bank in Pakistan. This presentation are 4 sections. First, case introduction. Second, how we reached the goals and solved the challenges. 3, the solution. And 4, a take-home message. The speaker, that's me, Johan Igheimer from Cendio. Cendio is a Swedish company that has worked with Linux and open source since 1992. Today, our focus is on ThinLinc. ThinLinc is a remote Linux computing software. The customers using ThinLinc are mainly in United States and also in the European Union, but we also have a customer around the world, Japan, India, and as this presentation is about Pakistan, a bank in Pakistan. The customer are mainly in the industrial sector, in the science, the VFX sector. Common for all our the customers is that they are dependent on Linux, good Linux, and they like Linux and want to use Linux in the daily business. Part 1, the introduction of the case, what was the goals, what was the challenges. As mentioned, it's a bank located in Pakistan, 4,000 employees located in 300 branches across this country. Pakistan is a big country with long distance. They have a quite limited IT infrastructure, internet lines, etc. They want to grow, they want to increase the number of employees and users, but also new services out to the customer. They want to get a better user experience. It is the people out at the branches, the employees that are doing the business, so they must have a comfortable daily user experience. Central management on the system, they want to keep down the cost, they want to manage the system, deploy the system with a small IT team that are at one place. All banks are very dependent of IT for the business. Everything they are doing are connected with IT. So this is very important. The system must be up and running as much as possible. As you also know, they have a lot of sensitive data, so the security is central and critical. And as mentioned, they want to lower the cost for the IT. How to reach the goals and solve the challenges. To the right, we see a logotype from our partner in Pakistan, NDS Technologies. They are the part that make this deal happen. There was a connection between SUSE, Cendio, and the customer. They identified critical needs that need to be fulfilled for this solution that should be solved or chosen by the bank. The system must be very easy to scale, to get it out to new users, to new employees, out to new branches. As mentioned earlier, the usability must be good, so the system must have a high performance, but also compatible with third-party devices like printers, smart card readers, etc. It must be very easy to manage and maintain from the central point. And high security, high reliability. It must work the full year, every hour per day, and every day per week. What solution did the customer and NDS choose? Yeah, and this is maybe not so surprising because this presentation is about SUSE, ThinLinc, and NDS Technologies. But the customer went for SUSE Linux Desktops accessed through the ThinLinc. And why did they go for this? It is a good solution. It's a clean solution. It's a quite stable solution that delivers. I restart here. Go back. Part 3, the solution. And this is not maybe very surprising that the customer went for SUSE and ThinLinc here. But it did it, of course, depending on that it was a solution that fulfilled the needs for the bank. It's a clean solution that delivers. I will do a try here to do a short description about the solution that are set up for this bank. 2 layers, the client side and the server side. The client side represent the 4,000 employees, the 30 branches that are out across Pakistan. The server side is the data center. There you have all IT that serve the branches, the user, the clients with the tools that they need to do the daily job and do the business. And the tools is application, core banking applications. It is secure browsing with Firefox. It is LibreOffice and also other kind of web applications. The system works that on the client side, on the user side, they have HP terminals that has the ThinLinc native client installed. The ThinLinc client connect through TigerVC protocol for best performance down to the centralized data center. There you have ThinLinc server software installed on SUSE Enterprise Server. So the desktops with the application are only existing in the server and the data center, and they are only provisioning by pixels up to the end users when they're working. So no data are leaving the data center. They are still there, and it's good for security. The system of ThinLinc is 1 ThinLinc master and 12 ThinLinc agents, and this is good for the reliability. If something happens, the system has high availability and also load balancing, so that uptime should be up and running as much as possible. I forgot to mention that the traffic are always encrypted between the server and the clients with SSH or TLS if they're using the web access client. But in this case, they're using the native client. Take-home message. Why did the customer and the partner choose SUSE and ThinLinc? Both ThinLinc and SUSE are mature, well-done software that are continuously tested, developed, maintained by Cendio and SUSE. They are also supported direct by the manufacturers, by SUSE and Cendio. They are pre-packaged, refined, tuned, so they should be easy to manage, use, and work further with. Both products, ThinLinc and SUSE, are based on Linux and open source principles that make them very stable, robust, and secure, and also create freedom and independence for the customer, avoiding vendor locked-in. They works on any system with any device. That's important. Reduce the cost and the risk, value for money. fair capex. Both products have a fair pricing compared with the alternatives and the competitors. The OpEx, the yeah, the cost for managing the system during the time are unbeatable. The centralization, that you can have a small centralized IT team, you can manage all the full installation for one part. It saves time. It saves time and keep down the cost. Both the SUSE and the ThinLinc are very reliable and secure, and that is, we know what downtime costs. People sitting, for example, for this customer, 4,000 users, 15 minutes downtime means 1,000 hours that are taken away from business, and that costs money. We also know about security issues, what happens with infringements, stopping the system, cost a lot of money. So I would say they cannot find a more cost-effective solution than this. I will thank you everyone for listening, and I also want to inform that the full version of ThinLinc are free up to 10 users without any application. Download and read more at www.cendio.com. Have a great day.